here on Going Optimal. I'd like to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom. You come back here, Card Kingdom. There they are. Sponsored by Card Kingdom. CardKingdom.com is your one-stop shop for everything you need on the Magic front, whether it's Popper from the latest set or Power. You can find it there. And they have among the most competitive pricing in the industry and among the best customer service in the industry. I love them. I go there all the time. And if you want to visit them, you can click on the link in my panels down below, and they will know that you were hanging out here with me. So that's cool. Yeah, Dimir, is it Orzhov, other stuff, says Siratemi. That's their take on it. I definitely have Dimir and Izzet near the top. I might have those switched. I've just been crushing with Izzet. I mean, I've said one of its weaknesses is kind of big green stuff, and so I'm trying to figure out how to mitigate that matchup. But it feels like it crushes everything else. Yeah, and I have not drafted Orzhov much. I'm with TQ on that one. But let's see what the rares bring us, because we're probably taking the rare out of this pack. Let's be honest, almost no matter what it is, unless it's just a bonkers uncommon that we can't stand to pass. Yeah, we'll take Atomic. We have one. Let's see, what's our... Yeah, we could even go Craft Atomic and get some gem grind on today. Last time we took Tomic as a rare draft and ended up in white. It's possible that'll happen again. If we're not rare drafting, I might even still take the Tomic. Maybe just Tameo or Aven Eternal. I do like to start blue if I can. Siratemi is explaining how Orzhov has been successful for them. Yeah, of course, if you can get the gods, that's great. It's funny how that works. I was saying before, I've never seen Oketra, but I've seen Bontu many times. Whoa. No. Not taking phone calls right now. In fact, you can shut up, iPad. I do want to get... I bring up my iPad sometimes to put the stream on it, so I have a view of what everybody else is seeing right in front of my face. There we go. So anyway, let's take the rare, see where it goes from here. I don't really like this pack at all. Mowu. Laptop Reaver. Also, might just be this. This is one I really like this card a lot. Maybe it's Mowu though. You like Nahiri? I don't know. I've been pretty disappointed in her and not too unhappy to see her come down across the way. I mean, you drop her down and they have tapped creatures and she's a 4-mana removal spell, so maybe we take Nahiri. It does go into red too. She goes into red. Parappa likes this pack. I'm down on this pack. I don't like this pack. I like Laptop Reaver and not really any... I don't love any of the uncommons. They're all fine. But since it does match here, I'll go ahead. We'll take it. But I'm not enthused about that pack, but we'll start there, see where it goes. Take a Tibalt here. Not getting... We passed some blue in pack 1, but it hasn't really been good blue to take here. So I guess we take Tibbs.
This will be devilishly fun for me.
We can pick all these uncommon planeswalkers that Zach doesn't like. But I think Narset's probably correct here. And we're 3 cards to red-blue. Want the Spellkeeper, but we'll see about that later, I think. Let's take that.
Move in unison, like wind and wave.
Now we got a choice. I mean, we've got Prophet and Epiphany on this plan. If we want to veer back towards white, there's Griffin. But I think we want Prophet or Epiphany here. I think I'm going to take first Epiphany, even though I obviously value 2 drops. A lot. But I value, yeah. I don't know about first Prophet versus first Epiphany here. There are other ways to draw cards. I would actually say Epiphany is falling in my estimation because of how, you know, you can do other things to draw cards. Yeah, I've not been ending up with Epiphany because of that. Prophet has, like, if we ended up not playing blue, Prophet is still a play here. So I guess we take Prophet as as that being the tiebreaker, that we still could just bail into white-red. And here's Heartfire on that front, or Guild Globe, or Firemind Vessel. Are we a Firemind Vessel deck? I don't know what a Firemind Vessel deck is, really. I think we just take Heartfire. Maybe we end up with, we got the Tybalt for the Heartfire combos. Spellkeeper, interesting. Now we can take another Heartfire and just stay on the mono red, or at least, you know, the 100% red, what else is going on here kind of question. But the weird is one of my favorites, and it's not even about the meme, it's about the power. Colin wants Heartfire ×2. I mean, we're middle of pack 1. I think we'll get more chances at Heartfire. Although I have talked about wanting to do the, you know, 7 Heartfire, go to your face type deck. It's interesting. We got 2 back-to-back opinions on being down on the weird. It's not that I don't like Heartfire, so I think we'll get more opportunities at them. I'm going to go with, I don't care what LSV says. That's nonsense. I disagree with LSV, sorry. Spellkeeper Weird has been an MVP in every one of our 7-win red-blue decks. Yeah, I know, I hear you, Colin. I'm not, my sharpness is not for you. It's for LSV saying, really? I mean, we just, again, I obviously have to respect the brain of Luis and take that into consideration, but my personal experience through not just a handful of data points, but through many, many drafts now, both playing with and against, has been that Spellkeeper Weird has been amazing. So, I'm going to take it. Or did I miss it? Okay, it dodged at the last second. I thought I might have missed it. Totally lost. Transmutation or another Prophet. We're going to just go on Prophet here. Kronk at 3, Crunch at 3, or Manticore at 6. We'll take the 3 over the 6. He just said he didn't prioritize it. I get it. Well, I even disagree on that front. I prioritize the weird. I mean, what do you mean by prioritize, right? Like, I really want 1 or 2 weirds in my red-blue deck. How about that? Yeah, we'll take... we're not generally trying to be super aggro with red-blue, but a 3-drop 4/3 does a lot of work against the green decks that I've said I find I have trouble with in red-blue. So, yeah, I wanted that first weird, but we will be looking for those Heartfires. Heartfire plus Tybalt is nice. You can take some bacon over random 2. I'll leave it in now in case to remind us that we have that option. Yeah, this is interesting. This is not obvious. Assault Team is okay, but I think with the spells theme, we want Blind Blast. You play that. Saw Demolish. Oh, yeah, we have 3 7-win runs in a row on stream, and then I finished the one I was 4-2 on after stream yesterday, and won 3 more there. So I have gotten used to 7 wins. It's now what I expect of myself in this format. Anything less will be considered complete and utter failure. Bastion for the Proliferate land. That's exciting. This has been pretty intimidating to see across the way, actually. I think it's a little above barely playable and approaching decent. Angrath is great, and I would play Angrath here, but I like Angrath actually in its assigned colors. If you got the red-black aggro Rakdos kind of plan, Angrath at the top of your curve is amazing. But we're just going to take Bastion here. Well, this is a disappointing pack. Oh, there's Avian Eternal, so we got something out of it anyway. But I was like looking for the goodness and didn't see any. Just the Eternal. There's another Prophet that may wheel based on what we saw before. Pyrohelix to add to the spell count, or No Escape. I like to have a No Escape, but I don't like to play a bunch of these. Dambreaker is also, I found, a very good card for this deck because of the green troubles I was talking about. It's very satisfying. Like, this is just a powerful 6-drop for blue. We're used to seeing this kind of thing with some kind of drawback attack clause, right? That's what you get out of a 6-mana blue creature. Now we get no attack drawback. You just get a 5/6, and it also proliferates. That being said, it is a 6. We hope to get this later than this. Maybe this even wheels. Looks like support for Pyrohelix. Over the rare. Let's also get this out of here. We're not doing that anymore, we know. With 2 Prophets, yeah, let's take the first Helix. I think we may wheel that Prophet, Zach. And we'll take Honor here. There's a Heartfire we can grab, but some other stuff as well. I don't want the Bolt Bend, but you could make an argument for Totally Lost #1 over Heartfire #2. And the Erratic Visionary, also good, but maybe we wheel that. I think we take Heartfire and... yeah, we'll leave her as a consideration, but I took her warily when I did, pack I thought was pretty bad. I don't like Bolt Bend main deck, and so I don't like it in best of 1 very much. I really like to see that they have a lot of removal before I bring this in, and I really do want to make sure I'm controlling creatures with power 4 or greater as well. I think holding up 4 for a Bolt Bend is not realistic, but holding up 1 is. Let's take another Heartfire. Not bad for this pick 6. Let's make sure we're on the... We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really, we only have 5 for this right now, but I hope we get there by the end of pack 3. And the other choice is a Dambreaker. I was just talking about the Dambreaker. Obviously, we like Dambreaker, but I think Electro Bob, is that his nickname? Electromancer here will get the job done if we focus around it the rest of the way. And Flametongue Kavus, it turns out, are good even at 5 mana. You never know what catches on as a nickname around this community. Man, are we even blue? I mean... Let's keep in mind that if the right god comes along, we do not have to be blue here. Given that, though, and given the lack of 4s, I'm going to take Ogre. Time Twist or Crush Descent. I like one of these. I try to avoid these unless I'm operating heavily at 4 mana instant speed, which is possible. Could also take an Iron Bully, but I don't think that's the pick here. We want to make that Electromancer good. Maybe even Time Twist to re-trigger the Electromancer. Yeah, Mark, I'm with you. Turret Ogre is... I would call Turret Ogre good. It does a good job for the red deck. If you don't have good flying defense, it really does that job quite excellently, I think. I'll take Vault Progress here over... I mean, it's not a critical piece. Oh yeah, I did that. I did that this week. I was saying yesterday. I think on Wednesday, I attacked a flyer into a Turret Ogre again, and I was just like, I could handle like every other mistake I made all week, but that one, that was the one that was like, you. Yes, this is a complicated format, Ryan. Yes, there's going to be some leeway in your self-assessment about things, but come on. You gotta stop attacking into Turret Ogres at this point in the format. Don't think we're playing Grim Initiate, but it's on color. Same with this. In fact, let's pull these. I don't have the Stone Blades to play Stone Blades. Submersible for the rares, or Dismissal. Probably Dismissal number 1 is the power pick in this pack. Hey, Banana Jack, but this is a rare we could actually play. It's not great, but we could play it. Given that it's rare and playable, I'm going to take it. Although I think for strict win percentage EV, you want Callous Dismissal here. It's good, Zach, but I'm not going to call it too good. We're going to take the rare for gems, and it's a playable. It's a technical playable. This I would like, but we're going to take gems here as well. Saw all these red cards and got excited, but there's nothing really great here for us. I suppose we take the Invader over the Eternal. There's another Spellkeeper, which I will grab. Distinct lack of deal 3 damage, look at your top 2 and pick one in this deck. We could take a Guild Globe, but to what end? What are we doing with a Guild Globe? We are finding it with Narset. We are... You know, I just don't know what... Yeah, triggers Burning Prophet. It's just not what I want to be doing on 2, though. Let's look at our curve, though. If we're not doing anything else on 2, maybe I should consider it. We are pretty low on 2s. But, yeah, no red weird. Ultimately, it did not come together great. Gotta say, this is a pretty weak red-blue deck so far, but I'm going to take the weird. Thunderdrake helps a little bit. Gives us something up in the air to do. Take that. Aha, here's a weird we can pick up. I saw the plan, got happy about that, but we want the weird. Yeah, we're just not getting the spell help we want. We'll take that. I don't think we'll play it. Don't think we'll play 2 of those, but what else are we taking here? We're not splashing basically anything, so no need for the Gateway Plaza. Take Bond of Passion. Maybe we'll try it. We are our deck is weak enough that we might want to run something like this just because it's a powerful effect, and we may just need to find ways to insert powerful effects in here. Might run a Silverwing even. Got all the Blind Blasts that we could ever want. Right, it's swingy. That's what I'm thinking, Mark. You know, it has that potential going for it anyway. You can leave Probably need Nahiri just as removal. I don't think we were playing Catharsis. Gotta cut at least, probably even 2 of these. You can't just be on mono Blind Blast. That's not going to go great. Hellion could devour an amass token, but we didn't get a ton of that. We have this. We have Honor to get a couple of tokens that way. Middling Mage says, saw an article about drafting green-black, prioritizing fixing, and then grabbing all the bombs you can find. Thoughts? That's kind of where I started, back when bots were so adhering to their colors that they were passing Insano bombs. Yeah, I'm with you. Let's make that our last cut. So back when the bots were delivering bombs a little more reliably, I think that strategy was better, and also those cards were a little more available, it feels like. Maybe I've just become enamored with blue red and am dismissing black green foundational stuff, but it's totally a good archetype, and I like it. How good is Bastion? Well, it's very low cost. I mean, I'll be the first to say tapping for colorless mana is not no cost. I have pounded that pulpit many a time. However, let's check that. We have Time Twist putting on counters. We have Avian Eternal making an amass token. We have Narset. We have another amass token. We have Tybalt. We have Nahiri. Thunderdrake could get a counter. So there's like 6 or 7 things that produce something that can be proliferated. Maybe that's not quite worth it. It's probably on the edge. Good thing to call out for sure. Hey, Oni. Yeah, Parhelion 2 on... Yeah, New Horizons as the ultimate splash enabler for sure. I see what you did there, Colin. But this account needs gems, so right back at you. I mean, it doesn't need gems. We want gems. It does need it. Yeah, I mean, eventually we'll need it. You know these are going to run out. We've just been on the all gold run here, so it's been fun to watch the gems rise, but gonna have to start digging into them soon. And there's no way I'm good enough to win at a rate that's infinite or positive EV against the straight up gem in, gem out EV calculation. The only way I stay ahead of the game on this account is through exactly this. Through building up the gold and then converting the gold into gems. And are we here? Is this our bad, is it? Heartfire, Prophet. Looking at what we have. Trying to come up with a name here. Help me with a name. And do we play Bastion? I don't know. I think it's on the edge. It's pretty low cost, but you know if we play it, we're gonna get that Mountain Bastion opener with you know, Silent Submersible in it or whatever. I don't want to make is it puns. I'm gonna try to have the discipline to avoid is it puns in my names, because as I was saying, it's like it's the new that's what she said. We're better than that. We're better than that's what she said jokes. I mean, we might not be, but we should strive to be better than that. How about Burning Heart? Heartburn, I like that much better. One little simple switch makes it a much better name. And why is it not doing? I never know why my system does things one way or another. Gosh, okay. Well, Ize. We're gonna play some Ize here. You want to do this, and this is one person's suggestion. I don't know, Mark. Is that good? We're still just kind of 2-for-1ing ourselves. Does it feel better to 2-for-1 yourself with a crappy creature as opposed to a decent creature? Yeah, I don't like it. I'll keep an eye on that. But I don't think I want to be... I don't think the value is here. Like, when I think about what this does and what we get Heartfire, whatever, I just don't think the value is here. So, but we can come back to it. Maybe we'll come back to it. I'm going to start here, though. And I'm going to start with the Bastion until it totally hoses me, and then I'm going to take it out. God, I should probably just take it out. Like it should be an island for that submersible. Yeah, I think it's on the edge. I think both the things that we are proliferating aren't amazing to proliferate, and the submersible in the deck make me just want to add another island. Be a grown-up. All right, let's see what we can do. One thing we've been trying, I can try playing over here, bouncing back and forth between views depending on how full the battlefield is. We'll keep that going. So here's our first data point on would we rather have this be a 1/1, the 1/1 first strike dude? I don't know. I'm happy that it's this here. We have Tybalt Heartfire going. Just a data point, not a conclusion. I should have played... I guess it doesn't matter. You need either the 2 islands or the submersible. With submersible, I should generally be playing islands, but it doesn't matter here. But now it does. If I were to play another mountain and we drew the submersible, we wouldn't have that as an option. So we're going to play island and profit. See if they attack into this. If they do, we're not blocking. Looks like we're not getting a chance, and... how do we want to approach this? We can drop an invader, and then next turn we would have Tybalt with a 1/1 and an invader activation. If Oppo does something to get Wrangler up to 5 toughness on their turn, that could be rough for us. But even then, we have we have some plays we can make. Although this doesn't have first strike on defense, so it's not really doing what I want to do there. Probably going to end up having to try and Tybalt Heartfire Tybalt on the same turn. So I'm going to go Invader here and attack. And we're going to hope that Wrangler doesn't get too much bigger. If it gets out of Heartfire range, we could be in trouble. F9er, thank you for that sub, by the way. All right, well, they're kind of all in on that plan, and now we've got to do the 2-for-1 ourselves, but it's not the worst because they've, you know, X for 1 themselves to get into this spot to begin with. But what we need to do, actually we need to like 3-for-1 ourselves. You want to Drake here? I don't think we can't really Drake, Rob. We're at 10 facing a 6-5. Unless we're, you know, and it's got trample. Frustrating to... This is a bad way to go out. I mean, Oppo. High risk, high gain, buddy. But we could... yeah, we could go Drake and Chump, or Drake and try to get him next turn. Alright. And are we blocking it all here? If we're not blocking it all, then we're attacking. And if they can pile on 4 more, I guess we're just dead. Or we're chumping. Yeah, the trample's a big problem. You have to put a lot of bodies on that. Yeah, maybe I should have chumped with the Prophet. Didn't do the math properly. We have a lot of blockers here. Hopefully this is still okay. That's not going to help us.
Thing to fear. The more, the messier.
And we do not get the double thunder though. But we have hopefully the toughness to survive. We'll see. I'm barely doing the math here. We're gonna have to put something in front of the croc, heartfire that, and have enough left on blocking to stop all the trample, and then have 3 power on the ground after to take care of the croc after that. Getting to 6 was tough, because we had Devil Sack to not even worry about the trample. Alright, well, now we're in a spot where we pretty much have to Heartfire the Drake now, but then they can just not attack. We almost need them to attack for this to have any chance of working, but no, I think this just might be starting with a loss. We'll start here though, and we can sack with on-crop, but then we can't cast the then we can't cast because this is a mana activation, and we sack here. All right, well, they're still going for it. So we get this, and then we have 5, and we just put both on here. And then we're, quote, not dead, but we need a lot of help. And actually, we can... Well, Turret Ogre, obviously, we'll just play that. But even if we hadn't drawn Turret Ogre, we could go Spellkeeper Weird, make a Tybalt, and hope that Oppo kills them both. And although that's got hexproof, so that wouldn't have worked anyway. So Turret Ogre is our savior, if it lives. I still don't like our chances here.
Painfully sloppy.
But we're not dead on board, at least now. All right, that's also not contributing to dead on board. Okay, okay. Worse things have happened to me than this game and this situation. Still think our percentage is like in the probably 15% type range. Just too many things. Although they're green-blue, they've shown 2 stealth missions. I don't know how many they're willing to make. That's nasty. Going to be very difficult to overcome an Arlen that we can't really effectively combat. Thank you for that. But we can Heartfire it away. We probably have to do that before there's any more. And we can... we're 1 mana away from being able to crunch and successfully Heartfire. So if we weird and Heartfire away this to kill Arlen, we end up with a 4/3 and a 1/3 against 3 creatures that can attack. So that's not even viable, unfortunately. Okay, well then we have to play the crunch. And we'll see about getting the Heartfire back at the end of their turn if we survive through this turn. Thank you for the sub, Armandal. What did you want to attack with? I'm kind of in stay back and cower mode. I wasn't even really considering attacking, but maybe I missed some damage that we should have taken. Man. Sometimes your opponent gets away with it. And really, honestly, going Wrangler, stealth mission against red-blue, that's not a winning line in most scenarios. Okay, what can we do with this? Retriggering Tybalt to get extra dudes, but we wouldn't get one right away. We could time twist Ogre to be bigger. Could time twist Prophet to be bigger. I think we're just dead here, though. I mean, resetting Tybalt doesn't do anything this turn. So I think we actually have to wait and yeah, if there was a way to get an extra creature out of this, we could. But there's not. I think they're going to figure it out and attack all, but we do have a couple of spells here. If they play it all conservatively, we may get an extra turn. I don't know what we would do with it. I mean, we're just completely overwhelmed on this board. Proliferating doesn't even put anything out of Heartfire range, so that can happen. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. Well, sometimes the strikeout home run strategy hits a home run against you, but I would take that matchup anytime. I think them trying to pile on to an early threat against bounce and burn colors is a big mistake, but it worked out for them there. Sorry, I went to update all this stuff, but suddenly got into the game. So we'll go 0-1. Play. All right, let's find a profit for turn 2. Then we go turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and then turn 5 for the crazies. Profit on top. Here we go. I keep forgetting to lead with islands. I gotta remember to lead with islands just on the submersible chance. If they play something worth the Pyrohelix, we'll fire it off, even though we kind of want to have a double spell turn after the Drake is down, but we should get those as a matter of course. There's that card I've never actually played before, because it's not that great, but our deck's not that great, so, you know, you do what you can. I've been missing memes because I'm so the games are so brain breaking. I'm a little distracted, but we'll go Thunder Drake here. Yeah, I'm not sure what they were afraid of. Just could be not paying attention. Certainly been there. Mike suggested attacking there. I could have attacked there, yeah. We had the Pyrohelix play, but I really wanted to play the Thunder Drake that turn, and now we have the Pyrohelix play anyway, and in a spot where we can try and take out this Vivian. So except we can't. That's gonna block, but we can still at least take out the weird. We attack with both, and then we have nothing but good possibilities from there, basically. If we need to, we can double Time Twist to turn up Thunder Drake, but I don't even think we'll need to do that. Probably do Time Twist after combat on Invader to give Drake a counter and Invader a counter. But definitely start here and see what Appa wants to do. Yeah, so now I want, like, how do I make sure? I'm going to go into full control mode, because we're going to get fancy here. We want this. Doesn't matter when we do this, right? We go here, like this, and like this. Do that, and then this. Whee! Fancy magic. And we have Bond of Passion. If they play anything with 2 toughness, it'll be... Actually, yeah, we don't even want this yet, because we want to... I guess we had... Is it 2 any target? Yeah, so we could 2 Vivian and steal whatever they have. I think our next turn's going to be good as well.
Strike now! Strike hard!
Thanks, Raptor. I appreciate the tip of the hat, even if it's a nickel tip. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, we should wait on Bond of Passion, and then we get to sack it. We actually have the combo. Let's see, we got 2 in the yard, so Electromancer deals 2 right now. Well, now we're just going to take it, I think. Well, we could wait. I don't know, let's see. Let's see what we draw. Oh, I'm on full control, that's what's going on. Well, that doesn't help much. Actually, let's attack with the Drake. They'll block with the Snare Spinner, and then we can finish it off with the Electromancer, and then have Bond of Passion for next turn. Oh, Spinner kills Drake, right? Thanks, because it gets bigger. I was forgetting about the bigger. So I guess we don't do that. We could send in the Invader. Is this any target? No. Yeah, I forgot the +2. Still not reading cards. God. Thank you, chat. Saved me there. Yeah, I think we just wait till next turn now, right? Nothing much to attack, like, because we could threaten... I mean, it might work to invade if we're willing to say we'll trade Thunder Drake for the Snare Spinner. You know, if we want to make that trade, we could do that. But I just don't think we need to with what we have set up next turn. And this is... creature only. Okay, yeah, we'll just wait. Yeah, they spent 2 cards, but they found the card with Vivian, but Vivian's a card, like, the card, the how many, the X for 1 calculus, or the X for X, the N for Y calculus in this set is a different beast. Very complex. Play something with 2 toughness. Come on, 2 toughness, here you go, 2 toughness. That's not 2 toughness. However, the Nurturer is likely to block the Invader, and we can... oh, we can't do both. We can't Bond and Electromancer, but still should be a good turn for us. So we we'll just pick off Vivian with the 2.
Every defeat is a new beginning.
See how they block? But basically, no matter what, we're going to sack the Snare Spinner before damage, because either they're going to block their own Snare Spinner, or they're going to block our Invader. I mean, if they don't block either, sure, we'll take the extra point of damage, but this is what I was expecting. So we'll go ahead and just take the extra 2. Now we've got 3 in the yard for Cyclops, so that's good too. Heck, if we draw an instant we want to play, instant or sorcery we want to play, we can pick off the Nurturer next turn. We'll have 8 mana, and I think most of our stuff is instants and sorceries are 3 or less. We'll keep playing land, though, and at least we get to play both of these. That's going to make the Drake bigger. I'm going to... yeah... we give up on the dream of Flame Tongue Kavu if we do this. Although not really, we can finish it off again. Let's do that. So we'll attack, and then... hopefully we get to finish off the Nurturer with the Electromancer. Yeah, I could threaten the sack, but I kind of like them thinking this is a safe block. Like, I think if we had played Tybalt, maybe they don't make that block, and I wanted them to. Don't lead on Flame Tongue Kavu because we can sack Tybalt token to eat the thing. I mean, I don't understand, Zach. Like, what other use were we gonna get out of that?
I would be honored to train. I adore an audience.
Yeah, that felt like too much for Oppo to overcome. Funny, we do have 3 sack outlets in the deck between 2 Heartfires and the that Invader. It requires 7 or 8 mana with that 6 mana spell, but powerful if you can get it. All right, well, we picked up a win. We're in the losers bracket. Competition's gonna be a little easier there in the 0-1 bracket. Who knows? I mean, it's going to tend towards being a little easier. Anybody can, you know, get screwed with their god deck and then end up in the losers bracket. I see, Zach. Yes. All right, back in. So again, for those of you who weren't here last week, we are going to have Jay Schneider, the progenitor of the Sly deck, the first curve-based aggro deck that achieved tournament success in Magic. He's going to come on around noon, and we're going to work on our brewing skills. We're going to work on some constructed, probably sometime after 11:30. So basically in an hour, 90 minutes or so from now. And what I'd like you to be thinking about, and what I'll take data on more officially in a poll later. I kept this without really talking about it. The double blue is maybe a problem, but we have stuff to cast even if we don't get the double blue, so I went for it. But if you are into the idea of this Friday standard content, would love to know what kind of things you're interested in, and we'll do some polls on that later. Hey, Queen, welcome. So they've got no escape mana up, and that would get Narset. We could put the submersible down since they don't have a board presence, and no escape can't counter the submersible. So I'm going to actually lead here. And now they need to put something out that can block this, or I guess they could just keep up their no escape. And yeah, but that's good for us. What do we want to do here? I'm going to go Thunder Drake. No need to activate the submersible. It's not getting through. We get the Thunder Drake down. Excuse me. What does this say? Exile target permanent you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. If it enters the battlefield as a creature, it enters with an additional +1/+1 counter on it. I was looking at that because wondering if we could time twist the submersible and make it a 3/4, but we can't. Submersible, we took over a callous dismissal for the gem side, and it's playable but not great. But I think here we if I had 3 blue, I might Narset and protect Narset with Time Twist. Hey, thanks, Tenno. But we're going to Spell Gorger for sure. And then I'm just trying to figure out if we want a Time Twist to get the Drake bigger. And the Weird bigger. It's a little bit... it's a little bit undervalued. You know, we're giving up a card to do this. It's like a card... It's almost like we've just cast an aura there to go a little bit bigger here. Some debate about just how much Ben S likes the submersible. Why not crew first? I mean, I guess we could have, but we weren't attacking with the submersible, so that's why I didn't. I mean, I don't... GeoChirp liked the Silverwing. I just like using my mana. There's that Bond of Passion. We could Blind Blast the zombie army and look for a land. And if we find one, are we casting Narset, though? Probably not. So, yeah, they've got No Escape up as well. Seems like that's what they're on about, huh? So maybe it is a Blind Blast spot just to play around that. Trying to decide what to give them, if anything. We have Blind Blast. Let's attack with the weird. Because it's technically a 4/4 at the ready. If they want to put, if they put a bunch of stuff on it, we trade for the Skulker, which I think is okay. I don't think they're gonna. Yeah. Not like that, though. Deck will go... They found the right block. I was hoping they would block differently, maybe, and put put this on it. If they put this on the weird, we would be in a great spot. But it's okay. I knew the worst case here was that we're trading with the Skulker, and we're playing around their No Escape, so that's what I decided to do. We'll see how it plays out. All right, well, we didn't see that coming. Not quite the result we wanted. I could have left up double blue to be able to play Narset, but I wouldn't have played Narset into this board anyway. We might be too far behind now. Guess that was not the right line. Leaned too heavily on the read of No Escape. Didn't consider combat tricks. Well, we've certainly seen the snowbally nature of this format in all of our games so far, right? Like, it's just been who snowballs. So, Bond of Passion. They have anything... Okay, that's going to gain life on the Pride Mate. So that's... Yeah, I think we're just kind of totally screwed here. However, we could... Oh, man, if this was Crew 1, I would actually just, like... steal the Spellkeeper, and shoot the Pride Mate and crew and attack with a submersible. But now we're in this spot where basically our two plays, we have play one of the flyers, play Bond and kill the Pride Mate now, or double spell here and here. I think we need to just kill the Pride Mate now. Because of that combat trick they got back. I think if we let battlefield promotion happen with the kitty and it gets to like a 3-3-4-4, it'll be like a 4-4, then we are just out of options. Hey, the Fett. Are you Spanish? No, my heritage is Northern European mutt, and we're not even sure, we're not sure where the surname comes from. It's most likely that one of my Northern European ancestors spent time in Spain, you know, like so that, you know, hey, it's old white dude of Spain, and then he became white dude Spain. I don't know. That's a guess. But I like running into other people who have countries for a last name. I've met in England, France. So 7 mana. What are we doing here? Let's actually play some Magic. That gives us actually the you know, Silverwing plus Tybalt is now a play we can make. And maybe they come after Tybalt, but we at least get a Devil down. Or we could do Narset, Silverwing, and at least get a spell. Kind of is the same thing. We're kind of getting one thing out of one of our Planeswalkers and then accepting its inevitable demise. So let's start here, though. See what they've got coming. Yeah, I've met a Portugal as well. That's right. Portugal the man. Light Shield is incoming. Let's go Narset and look for some spell help.
Focused and disciplined.
I get the counter. Oh yeah, that's true. I'll get that next turn though. I'm kind of like putting the weak one out. Because the same, we get the same thing next turn.
Hone your prowess.
Is Heartfire going to be good enough, or do we just want Honor? I guess we take Heartfire. Well, if you don't have the right sacrificial tools for it, there's only a certain number you can run, right? I like Heartfire as well, but how many you can run depends on exactly what your game plan is and what else you're putting in the deck, right? Huh, coming at me with the Skulker and at Narset with the Spellkeeper. Obviously tempting us to block with the Saheeli's Silverwing, but you know, this Submersible isn't really doing anything. Let's throw it in harm's way. That's true. I could have had an extra counter on Thunderdrake. My reasoning was that I wanted to lead with my weaker creature. That was figuring that they had stuff that might take out the good creature. I led with the weaker one. That was my thinking. May not have been correct.
There are so many mysteries to uncover.
Narset of their own.
Open mind.
I like Oppo's deck better than ours. At least on the blue front. Well, what can we do here? Thunderdrake into Spellkeeper? Double meme value? Or, I guess we Narset first no matter what. Let's do that. Nahiri. And Nahiri's on 6, so let's just take out the Skulker, yeah?
I didn't start this fight, but I will finish it.
4 mana, kill Skulker.
Time for retribution.
Now it's looking worse and worse because we'd be getting all sorts of counters on this. But yeah, like I said, I had my reasons. So now Tybalt over Weird, or yeah, now we can do Tybalt because he can defend himself a little bit. Yeah, I like it. Then we got Heartfire fodder.
Oh, they're so cute.
And yeah, we need that to block with. I could go after Narset, but I want to stay back on defense. We're at 6. They don't have, like, some amazing attack force here, but I don't think we can get away with an attack there.
Meditate.
Yeah, Weird can block better, but getting Tybalt going has some value as well. I don't know. This game is hard, and this set is extra hard. Hold on a second. Gonna get some snacks. Got some peanut butter pretzels today. Do it. Forget Narset's ability. Yeah, Sunchips bags are extra loud, aren't they? But that wasn't a Sunchips bag. It was just this. Yep, we'll still kill the Drake. Some more land. Let's go, our Drake into Heartfire. You can make one of these, I guess.
My friend is here to help your pain.
And we're going to do this while their shields are down for sure. And then we can actually come at Narset as well. No reason to submersible, and we'll leave back everything but the Silver Wing. Well, only the devil could attack anyway, and there's no reason to do that.
I won't forget our time together.
Thank you, Oni. I get to eat 65 cents worth of pretzels and be okay. Still an opportunity for you to get Narset, Oppo. Aww. Alright, that's enough. We were in a bad spot anyway, that finished us off. Well, this deck is not exactly humming along, but we did not think it was exactly great, so we're getting what we expected in some respects. There's always the 1-2 bracket. There's always the 2-loss bracket to save you, though. Here's where we rattle off 6 wins. No problem. Oh, that helps. Be nice to have something to helix here. But also nice to have opponent do nothing. And we will work the Eternal or the Invader. I guess we go Invader, and then next turn we can go Eternal and have activation if we want to. So we'll start with Invader. It's probably not the play we're going to make, but having that option is better than the Eternal, I think. And here we're going to send in and try to get our Drake down. There's an argument for pitching the island to the God Pharaoh on the assumption we'll draw some more lands. And if we're going to do that, though, we should do it now. What are our other pitch options? We could pitch something else, like the Electromancer. I mean, we're obviously in very good shape this game, but you want to bring it home. I'm gonna do it. Let's start here. Should have left red up, though. I was thinking about wanting to be more blue, but obviously if I leave a mountain up, we can cast the Pyrohelix, which we might want to do to activate the Drake. I think we're in such a good spot here, it's not going to matter a whole lot, but I think that would have been the better to leave that up. I think it would be fine. I think, like I said, it would have been correct to be helixing their face right now for an extra 3 damage, 1 counter on the Drake, and 3 more to the face. Because they're mana screwed, wouldn't necessarily be that aggressive if they weren't in a bad spot. They've mulliganed and are now stuck on 3. But this will be even more annoying when they untap and play something with 2 toughness, and then we're just like, ugh. I was only thinking in terms of wanting to have more islands. So, yeah. Which doesn't even change. Yeah, it was silly. Should have had the mountain up. Suboptimal at worst, or at best. There's the submersible. So we can do submersible and Aven Eternal here. Or, yeah, that's the most pressure. So let's do that. Alpha Man is not really in this, although, frankly, when you've got... I know you're stuck on 3, but you've got your Juntron. Surprised they're not doing something. They did mulligan to 5, though, so who knows? Maybe they just kept what they had to keep, and this is what they're being served. Maybe they have something and are considering it here? I don't know. Maybe they're just... stepping away from their computer to flip some tables. Oh, Tonlock, you do. You know you do play against this type of player, because we've all been that player. They mulligan to 5 and are stuck on 3. Yeah, you know, they did it. I can't stand this wait. I give up. We're going to concede. No. Exploding Karn? Doesn't make you a bad person, Oppo. You just got screwed. Although, playing Stoneblades may make you a bad person. Alright, pulled to even. I'm going to call 4 wins Happy Town. If we can make it to 4 wins here, just squeeze out a couple more. Couple more victories. I mean, that's why they scooped. You can't beat a sub once it connects. Of course, I'm joking. Playing a bad card does not make you a bad person. Reasonable start. We'll fire off this Pyro Helix if it makes sense, but funny, same start as last time. I'm going to say it does not make sense, although this means our Pyro Helix probably isn't going to be very good. I was going to lead with the Invader, but I guess we should lead with the Weird. We technically have 2 spell capability here, but it doesn't seem worth it. We can Tybalt, though. Although I think I want to on-crop and then have Tybalt for on-crop fodder next turn. So I'm going to attack since we don't intend to... What does she do anyway? Oh, it's just the butt thing. And then life... Toughness life. Okay.
We don't need to fight.
So we can, if they are silly enough to block, we can totally get them with Pyrohelix plus Invader. If we don't want to take that risk, we can lead on Tybalt. Yeah, Tybalt leave up 2 is correct. And then just trying to figure out whether we send in the Spellgorger and offer that.
Fix that.
If we attack with Weird here, we're offering them effectively Cyclops for Weird.
The messier.
I think we leave the Weird back. Yeah, we can twist the Spellgorger if they choose to block it, but that's not really what we want to do here. I'm gonna hold back because I think the Weird gets bigger in a way that matters. Really? Yeah, I was gonna say that was not what I would be expecting. Should we just take out Huatli? How much do we care about Huatli? Because we can sack a devil and just take care of it. And then Weird gets big. If they come at Tybalt, we can decide. Yeah, it's true. We can kind of do that anytime. Although, not really. G-Guards. Because this gets it +2 plus 0. Yeah, Pyrohelix. I'll let it go. I mean, I'm not going to do anything here. We'll leave our spells up. Sure, we'll save it. Why not? Puts a counter on the Weird. Will get us extra devils.
Play nice, they said. Feh, imbeciles. My assistants are painfully sloppy.
So now we have Helix and God Pharaoh as 2 spell-based plays we could make. Yeah, again, I'm not we can instant speed kill Huatli. Do we... What's your instant speed kill? I guess with activating On-Crop Invader and Pyrohelix? Yeah. Alright. Apparently you wait long enough and they just scoop. Okay. Wasn't trying to be rude, Oppo. You actually had a real board. Alright. Oppo's smarter than us. They could see through the decision tree and realize they were going to lose. Well, now we're 1 win away from kind of par. Oh my god, maybe the opponent's going first. If we were going first, I might think we would connect with the submersible. We're going to keep and try, but... Ton lock. Is that how you want to pronounce ton lock? Like a metric ton of locks? Let me know if that's pronunciation correct, but ton lock... The best use of gems, if you suck at drafting, but it's still what you want to do, is still to draft. Like, I mean... That's how I see it. Draft and get better. We'll go Eternal here. Although, Tybalt creating a devil sets up... Now we'll do that next turn. Yeah, well, let's start here. Better defense. Well, two devils in a submarine suit is about as flavorful as this submarine. I'm assuming that if we blocked with submersible, they'd have something. You would trade for the trick? Maybe. But, like, we might actually be able to... attack here, depending... maybe not. Alright, well, we'll see. Maybe should have traded for a trick.
And what I do is win. I'm an artist when it comes to murder.
But they can't... Or it should do something with islands or something. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very disappointing flavor card. So we've got the attack on Vraska, but then she'll still be alive, and we'll have an assassin to be attacking back. We have this block for the assassin, though. And then maybe now it is time for Tybalt, because the devil plus this can also crew the submersible. But we could also do... Well, let's start with the Eternal attack. Yeah, because we could also just play out Silverwing or an Ogre. Silverwing gives us extra air support. Yeah, it's probably these two also just for mana efficiency. Turret Ogre threatens to block this successfully, but so does this, I suppose. Okay, we'll start Silverwing. Yeah, if the vehicle is crewed, it becomes a creature. Just yikes, like everything. Okay, well, I'm glad that we have a flyer out. Two flyers out here. I mean, this is insane. Maybe worth for them to just do it even the once.
Steadfast in all your ways. If I have to light the way, I will.
Yeah, we'll definitely be trading the sub off here if they do some attacking. But that's all they want to do. And we can't trade. Yep, those are just good attacks, no matter how we slice it. Unless we want to... Yeah, no, we don't want to do any of that, so we're just passing. You won't change my mind, Raptor. I've been saying that from the beginning. Ajani... In fact, Ajani was the... it's funny that Nick pipes up, because when Nick and I were on Facebook discussing whether this is Prince or Pauper, he posted a deck that he called Pauper, but had Ajani in it, and it was like, yeah, it's mostly Pauper, but Ajani is your Prince side of that deck, right? again, I don't even think that debate matters all that much is the thing. At the end of the day, you draft the good cards and you play the good cards. I guess the one thing that makes it matter is you try to have answers to Insano bombs. But, you know. Okay. Just going straight at the Johnny here with both our flyers. Because it has to die. And then we play something to not die. Right?
Familiar taste, but one that grows no sweeter.
The other option is Turret Ogre. We play Tybalt, and we have two kind of chumpers. Actually, I think it just Ogre makes more sense to me here. Although, it can't block any of these. And it just trades here. So maybe... Yeah, I mean, Ogre is just trading with the Grizzly. And then this is threatening to trade here. And so we take 5. Or we make the submersible trade with something. I'm going to play the Ogre. Yeah, so this threatens this threatens this, and we can also bring up the submersible to trade with the assassin if we want. So here, let's see, if we try to figure out if there are blocks. No, there's no blocks here. Sometimes there is if you can put enough things on a first striker. Like if this were a 2-2, we would have enough, but we don't. So we're going to pass and take this. But that's actually good. We're gonna... Well, let's see what they do here. If they don't have a devastating play, we might be okay. That is not the definition of a devastating play, so maybe we're okay. Spellkeeper and Electromancer are laughing at us right now. So we're gonna Tybalt now. Because we don't need a 4-2 more than we can use a Tybalt.
I used to be flattered I decided to torture you. I adore an audience.
Yeah, if we get the bonds online, we can at least take out the links, if nothing else. I'm thinking about like being totally defensive, but I should actually think through attacks here. We might have some. If we're not blocking with this Eternal, for example, we should attack with it. And there's nothing here that it's good at blocking. The thing it does do is activate the submersible, which is important enough for me to not attack. Just wanted to work that out. We're at a low enough life that I just want to be very defensive here. If we can turn the corner, it won't matter. Even if technically maybe there was 2 damage to find there, it's not going to be the difference maker compared to keeping our defenses up. Well, this probably isn't good. What do you think they have? What if it's +1/+1 to everything? Let's say it's +2. If it's +2 in first strike, we're kind of just super dead. But we're definitely going to crew here. Let's start by crewing here. Because if we are blocking... Yeah, it could just be Divine Arrow. We can't not block, though. Which kind of makes me want to put... Like... We did... This... We got 1 hourglass. I'm just kind of thinking through blocks here. So if we did this and they take out the 1, we get the other. If they have a trick, they get 1 but not both. So this kind of trades, even if this is a trick, it trades with a trick or the links. Over here, this is just trying to kill this thing. But I guess if we're doing that, we might as well try to kill it with this. Yeah, we could also just do that. That's interesting. Try it like this. Okay, we'll try this. Let's see what they got. We knew we were trading for something, so this is okay. Trusted Pegasus, you say? Well, now we really need a land so we can pick off the Pegasus or the Lynx. Ugh. No help from the deck. No help from the deck. We have a couple of flyer blockers, though, so all is not lost. We'll make another Devil. And we can Weird, but we don't have anything to get back for the Weird, so I guess we crunch it, or we just want a 4-2. 4-3 is better than a 4-2 on defense anyway, so yeah, we'll do this. All right, 0 Hourglass, a lot of complicated blocks here. I need to focus in on what's important. That seems like it would be important, and I guess it is. It's just kind of an abyss if that starts attacking every turn. We don't really have the tools for it unless we get another couple of land and the sacrifice outlet online. Well, not much choice here. Okay, well... Kill Pegasus, attack with Worm, make him trade something for the Worm. What else can we get away with? Yeah, he just takes the 7. Mainly we wanted to kill the Pegasus. It was 6 mana shock as much as anything. Just trying to figure out what else we're attacking with, if anything. With the 7/6 coming back, we... Yeah, we need the 4 blockers. All right. We can at least threaten to trade with that, I suppose. Yeah, I can't sack the Worm. They didn't make that very easy. Because you have to pay 6 to steal a creature in this format. Six toughness. We could throw Crunch and Eternal on the Worm. Might have to. They've shown us that they're out of cards, so that's actually good. Yeah, we gotta... Huh. Interesting. So... Crunch plus Devil the Worm, Submersible plus Silverwing the Lynx. If they're smart, they just kill the Crunch in that spot. But frequently people miss that interaction, so in a sense, like, against PvE DDR, this doesn't work, but I think this will work here, and we gotta do it. Didn't suck. Crewing the Drake would be better. Sure, maybe so. But yeah, we get weird science here. Weird science. And we could start attacking, but the death touch is relevant. We'll stay back. We're also like one extra. We just need one more spell. I know we're not like the 12 instant sorcery deck, but we are under average here. Yeah, we can trade Submersible for the 2/2 as well. Hopefully they miss on Grizzly. They get 2 shots a turn, though. Of course, why would they miss on Grizzly? Here, watch him hit again. Yeah, because that's how Grizzly works for other people. Although actually with the 2/5, yeah, we might want a 2/3 more. But this Submersible's, hey, it's finally doing something. Might have had a shot if we could have just pulled some pulled something here. Man. Now we probably have to run this out for no value. Let's see, if we run it out for no value, actually we go block, trade, take 2. Yeah, we can get back and play Bonds. Do we want to do that? Is that worth it? We kill them. We could take the Grizzly and kill the Martyr, and then they wouldn't get the Proliferate. It doesn't accomplish much, but does it accomplish anything? I'm going to play this for the no value. That kind of sucked. Had to decide though, and feeling like can't sit around forever here. Okay. Oppo can miss, turns out. Spell incoming, of course. We're going to pull one right off the top. Well, has spell in the title anyway. I'm going to attack now. The Eternal's not crewing anything. And we got to get him dead at some point, or we're going to get dead. In this case, we have block, you know, block, block. That's a good card. Come on, deck. Deliver some gasoline. Get back Bonds now? I don't want to get back Bonds unless it's like winning us the game or whatever. Right now, Weird is holding off the Grizzly. You know, the Weird is being a great blocker as a 1/4 right now. So, Mike, what are we going to do with the bonds that is better than continuing to block? Yeah, if they get land, but get it back to kill it. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can actually do that on our turn. Yeah, that's fair line. That's fair. Let's look at the draw. All right, with more land, we might have to do that. And I think we just kill the Sage. Or do we want to kill the Martyr? Kill the Sage, right? Grizzly doing a frustrating amount of work, actually. But what about, let's see, if we attack 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We do have compelled blocks if we attack with everything. And they can't win on the crackback, so I think we attack with everything. If they want to double block the Gorge or whatever. Oh, they wait 3, 4, 5, 6. I forget they get their own creature back, so we do have to leave something back. And this is just suiciding into there, so that doesn't do anything. Yeah, actually, we only have Eternal. Never mind. Cyclops get eaten, but the Weird doesn't do anything either, right? Like, I guess if we attack with the Weird, then they would just take the 3 and eat. You want to trade for the Martyr? I'm just gonna do this. We kind of need to somehow... Ooh, that does not help. I think it comes to an end here, folks. The old 3-3 split with the marginal deck. I suppose that's fair. I kind of had par at 3.5 with this one. I don't know if we're just dead to the crackback here, but I do know that we can't win by waiting for Mowu to overrun us or whatever. I think the Eternal has to be attacking, or we're just dead. Ugh. Well, Grizzly got Oppo 3 cards here, and they're kind of the difference. Grizzly's been falling in my estimation, but it still does its thing in a stalled out board where you got nothing else to do with your mana. 12 mana to get a creature is still going to be better than leaving 12 mana untapped over the course of several turns. But now we have this, we have this, we have to do this, right? And then we get 1, 2, 3, 4, but that tramples over anyway. I think we're kind of dead no matter how we block, unless we put, like, maybe I need to do it this way, and I don't know. What does that do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. we're kind of dead here. Like, G-Guards is like, but Mowu, we're just dead. I'm gonna do this. We're dead. Yes, Mowu gets huge. You know what? The Ceratok kills us. Like, we're just dead. Yep. All right, we tried. But I had fairly low expectations for the deck. I was hoping to get to 4. I put happiness at 4, so maybe it's appropriate that we end at 3. And feel like, well, there you go. 300 gems for the trouble and a booster pack we will check out.
You could fear those born of darkness.
We have all the Sorens now. Jeez, I feel like I've opened tons of Sorens, maybe on other accounts though. All right, well, I don't know if Jay is here yet. We're a little early to transition into standard deck building.